What's up? The late night fantasy goodies are about to be dispensed right here, right now. It is Rick Kamla. It is Hall of Famer Steve Alexander. We are Ethos After Dark. We are the Fantasy NBA today. What up? Let's talk about a big time Wednesday night in the NBA. We got all kinds of stuff to talk about. Must-add pickups, drops, fallers, risers. We'll recap our bets. We'll get to it all, man. But first, our sponsor, Bet Online. They deserve some DAP. We give it to them right now. Bet Online is the world's most trusted betting platform. Your number one source for online betting in 2025. Whether you're a seasoned fan or a first-time bettor, Bet Online is your ultimate game day companion with the largest selection of odds and everything from the NBA and college basketball to the NHL and UFC. Bet Online continues to be your number one sports betting source. From every three-pointer to every hat trick, BetOnline has you covered with odds, stats, and more for every game, every play, and every win. BetOnline, the game starts here. Doc, right before the show, you said that I'm not going to like your Magic Man. I like almost every NBA player. Why wouldn't I like your Magic Man?
You're not going to like it because there were so many good players to choose from tonight. And I'll admit, I didn't really get to look at the late games because, we record the other show while all these games are finishing up. So we don't have a lot of time to really dig deep. So I determined my Magic Man basically at about 10 o'clock, 2 hours ago. And a guy that I was touting last night, I was like, Nikola Vucevic is not going to play. Jalen Smith, not going to play. That means Zach Collins is the only big man option for the Bulls. And he might go off. And we even talked about it. I'm like, he's got a fantasy-friendly game. We talked about Day'Ron Sharpe. We talked about some other guys. We talked about Bismack Biyombo. Man, that Spurs box score, by the way, is making me throw up in my mouth. Anyway.
That's really gross.
It's so bad.
Chris Paul,
Zach
Devin Vassell.
Zach Collins, 21 points, 17 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, 2 3-pointers. I wish he would have blocked his shot. I wish the Bulls would have won the game. But, these Magic Man awards, doesn't really matter who won the game. I mean, all we care about is, did you win your fantasy game? And if you had Zach Collins in your lineup tonight, maybe because you listened to us last night, congratulations, you probably had a good night. So Zach Collins, to me, just mainly it's personal because I was kind of into him last night. I played him in FanDuel. I picked him up in a spot or two, and he went nuts. So I was glad to see that. Who knows how long it'll last, but for one night, he is a Magic Man.
A waiver wire Magic Man. Wow. I didn't think it was possible. You didn't go indie rock band on the way up at a small, dingy, skinny club like the Hole in the Wall Club. No, you went garage band. You went with the garage band. That's not even an indie band yet. I like it, dude. Doc, I got to go with so many options here for me, man. I tell you what, Doc, and I did well with the props tonight. I was 2-0. Missed opportunity. I'm watching the Detroit and Boston game. And we talked about the 6 Man of the Year showdown with Malik Beasley and Peyton Pritchard. And I'm like, why didn't I go point prop over on Malik Beasley? You idiot. So, even we make mistakes here, man. But I was like, duh, so obvious. He is one of these guys. He gets up, right? He understands the situation. He understands the occasion. Malik Beasley is not like James Harden running from smoke. Malik Beasley runs into smoke. He talks trash to great players. So dumb of me not to play that. Anyway, 6 Man. Malik Beasley is the 6 Man of the year. I will die on this hill, okay? It's not Peyton Pritchard, Boston. It's not. Tonight, Malik Beasley proved it again. He had 26 points with 6 bombs. Pritchard was really good too. 18 points, 5 bombs. Who was better? Malik. Who won? Malik. Who's been the best bench player all year? Malik. who's been the most important bench player in the league, Malik, who is second in threes made overall in the NBA this year. Malik, come on, it's a no-brainer. I think he was like plus 800 the last time we looked at it. Play that. He still has a chance to overtake Peyton Pritchard. I think. I hope. Probably not, because the voters will probably put it to bed. But dang it, I'm going Malik Beasley as my magic man, Doc, because I believe he has been the second most important player on the Detroit Pistons this year behind Cade Cunningham. I think he's been more important than Jalen Duren. I think he's been more important than Tobias Harris. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
I like it, man. I am looking at updated odds. Now, this is at Odds Checker. They've got Peyton Pritchard at minus 175. They've got Malik Beasley. They misspelled his name, so I don't know how reliable this website is. They've got Malik Beasley at plus 300.
Ooh, yeah, the odds are closing.
And they've got DeAndre Hunter at plus 650.
Dude, like a couple of days ago.
FanDuel.
Bro, Malik Beasley was plus 800
FanDuel.
like 2 days ago. Those odds have crumbled.
That is FanDuel. Peyton Pritchard minus 175, Malik Beasley plus 300.
Wow.
It's tightening.
Malik Beasley, man.
It is tightening.
He's your
hopefully you got in on it 2 days ago.
Is Malik your sixth man of the year too?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There you go, man. He's my magic
I've
man.
been telling people to bet Malik Beasley for sixth man of the year for over a month. And back then he was like, I don't know, 1,400 or something.
So get into your must-add players after we have consumed this, 9 games here tonight? What's up? Talk to us, dude. Come on, Guru, what you got?
I think Khalil Ware is still a must-have guy. He had an okay night tonight, played good minutes. I think Day'Ron Sharpe and what he did to Chet Holmgren and Isaiah Hartenstein and the Oklahoma City Thunder. I mean, he had a monster line. I thought you might go with Day'Ron Sharpe. If we would have had Day'Ron Sharpe and Zach Collins as our magic men, that would have been wild because
Andre would have fired us. That would have been it for the show.
Those are two waiver wire guys. But Day'Ron Sharpe put up a massive line. He's been coming on. Andre's been talking to us about him. He's like, keep your eye on Day'Ron Sharpe.
Yeah.
I don't have his line in front of me, but he went off tonight as well. If Nikola Vucevic keeps missing games, if his injury keeps him out, Zach Collins is a guy that you can play. Like if Vooch is out, you play Zach Collins. Sort of like when Wemby used to be out last year when Zach Collins was in San Antonio. You can count on Zach Collins if he's the only guy. My boys, Derek Jones Jr. and Amir Coffey both had a nice game for the Clippers because Norman Powell is out. I don't know when Norman Powell is coming back. Hopefully it's sooner than later because I need him. I literally have Norman Powell on every one of my teams, like all 8 of them. I need him back, but as long as he's out, I think Coffey had 20 points and some stuff, and Derek Jones Jr. didn't score as many points, but he filled it up across the stat sheet. So I like both of those guys. Shaedon Sharpe went off. Shaedon Sharpe has played well in 4 straight games. I feel like he's coming on for Portland, and Denny Avdia got hurt tonight. And if Denny Avdia is going to miss time, which I kind of think he is going to, it's Shaedon Sharpe's season. So I think Shaedon Sharpe's a really good pickup. Was that 5? Maybe not. Beasley is on my list for sure. We already covered that. And then no Joel Embiid, no Gershon Yabusele. It's Andre Drummond time in Philly. He had a good game tonight. He made it through the game. He didn't get injured. He looked good. and he put up a decent stat line. So those are my guys.
We have a lot of the same guys, Doc. We do. I want to piggyback on some of these guys. It is Rick Kamla. It is Steve Alexander. He's the Hall of Famer. We are Fantasy NBA Today, Ethos After Dark, with our guy Andre Lamouche with us as well. I was able to pick up Zach Collins today in a 20-team league that I'm in called Sam Hinkie's Letter. I'm going for my third chip in, I think, 5 years, but I'm going for the Dynasty this year. I'm third right now. And I was just able to add Zach Collins. Okay, what if Vucevic, Doc, with this calf injury? So I made my rounds today. I don't. It was like in the morning or something like that, and I knew that Zach Collins. He was like on the. You had to put in a bid on him, right? And I knew to check on him, right? So I go to Sam Hinkie's Letter, and I'm like, "There's no way somebody picked him up." What? Zach Collins is atop the board here for pickups in the 20. Boom. Snatched him. I forget who I dropped for him. Who cares? And he went 21, 17, and 7 with 2 steals and 2 threes. At this point, I don't want Nikola Vucevic to come back. I want Zach Collins to have this job. Okay. But we'll see. But I mean, look, Vucevic has now missed several games with the calf. All right. I don't know. I don't know how long this is going to take. Enjoy it while it lasts. Ride it out. Day'Ron Sharpe tonight. And again, shout out to Andre. He has been like, because we come up, we do the show, we come up with our guys, and Andre gives us suggestions, right? He's just trying to be a helpful producer because he's the best producer I've worked with. And he frequently brings up Day'Ron Sharpe. And because Doc and I have been like separately, but also collectively so anesthetized by the boring ass Nets box scores, like I get through the starters, I get to like that 6-man, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't do it anymore. So I'm missing out on a lot of the double bench lines for Day'Ron Sharpe, right? So Andre's always going, Day'Ron Sharpe, Day'Ron Sharpe, Day'Ron Sharpe. Because he's comprehensive, and we've been skipping steps here with Brooklyn, Doc. Day'Ron Sharpe tonight, okay, had the Andre Lamouche game. He went 25 and 15, 5 assists, 3 blocks, 2 steals, 2 threes. Bro, that's a first-round game, okay? Like, Anthony Davis is like MF, man. I mean, that's an Anthony Davis stat line right there. Holy cow. Should you pick him up? No. I mean, maybe. 14-team league, yes. 12-team league, no. 10-team league, no. Because I'm serious. I'm not throwing shade. He played this much and played this well because Nick Claxton was out with the flagrant foul points or whatever, the 1-game suspension. So come on, Day'Ron Sharpe is going to be like 9 and 8 with a block and a steal in his next game, right? Okay, it's pretty solid. It's Yves Missi stuff, but he's not going to do this. But if Nick Claxton ever goes away, giddy up and go. Shaedon Sharpe. You made a great point about Denny Avdia, Doc, because Shaedon Sharpe had 36 tonight, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 block, 1 steal, 3 threes, and a dunk of the year candidate. I don't know if you saw his cock it all the way back, like literally like back here, dude. It was like he grazed his butt with the basketball and then brought it down on Champagny. Absolutely stupid jam. A candidate. It wasn't Ant-Man detonating on John Collins last year, but it was a candidate for dunk of the year. So with Denny out, Sharpe's probably going to go back in the starting 5 right now. I also think Scoot Henderson gets a boost with Denny Avdia presumably going to miss time. Scoot Henderson went 16 points, 2 steals, 4 threes tonight. I also wrote Drummond down, Doc. He went 7, 9, and 5, 1 block, 2 steals in 29 minutes. Last man standing at the center position. He's always been a goody guy. So take a look at Andre Drummond. And then I want to give you, Doc, 2 other guys you did not bring up. Richaun Holmes had a perfect game tonight, okay? He had 20 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 7 of 7 from the field, 6 of 6 from the foul line in 19 minutes. My God, what a game, okay? And Richaun Holmes has been playing very, very, very well. Alex Sarr's out. We don't know when the heck he's coming back. He's a deep league special, Richaun Holmes, but take a look. And then Doc, Killian Hayes, okay? Killian Hayes is playing the best I've ever seen him play in the NBA right now. He's hitting some shots. He just looks different and more confident. Jordy Fernandez has him dialed up. Killian Hayes tonight, Doc, had 19 points, 7 assists, and 5 3 balls. Killian Hayes had that stat line. D'Angelo Russell is out, dude. Okay, D'Angelo Russell is as soft, if not softer, than Brandon Ingram. Didn't they play together with LA back in the day? Weren't they on the same team? Was that like contagious that they did they give each other the soft gene? Andre will know. He knows all those little details. I can't remember if D'Lo and Bi played together, but anyway, they're like the leaders.
D'Angelo is due back next week. FYI.
Yeah, right. Well, then ride it out with Killian Hayes for 2 or 3 more games. But anyway, I wanted to bring up Killian Hayes. I was also able to pick him up in Sam Hinkie's later a 20-team league, and pretty psyched about it, actually.
Rick, I've got a couple honorable mentions, and then I want to have a Day'Ron Sharpe quick discussion with you.
They
Kevin
did play
Huerter
together with the Lakers, by the way. I knew Andre would be on that. Sorry to interrupt you, dude. But Bi and D'Lo, they did share the soft gene with each other there in LA.
Kevin Huerter came off the bench for Chicago. He still got 28 minutes. Had an okay. I mean, he didn't do much. He had an okay game. But him being out of the starting lineup has to be a little concerning for you as a true Kevin Huerter guy. Highsmith for the Heat played a ton of minutes, had a nice little stat line, and Nikola Jovic is out. He's done. And I was like, oh, Jaime Jaquez. And you're like, I'm not feeling that at all. Well, I think Highsmith might be the guy. So Highsmith is somebody who's worth looking at. Isaiah Collier did go off tonight. Anytime we're talking about must-have players, I think Collier needs to be mentioned because he's still so lowly rostered. His percentage is low. So Collier needs to be given a look. And then you're right. Rashawn Holmes was great. And Mr. Mogbo for the Toronto Raptors had a good game tonight. And he's a guy I think people just want to keep an eye on and see if he can string it together. I know Brewski is going to be all fired up the next time he does a show because Mobo had a good Wednesday night. But my question about Day'Ron Sharpe is I'm looking at a 12-team Yahoo league that I'm in. These are guys on my team, and I'll admit my team's not the best. Would you drop the following people to pick up Day'Ron Sharpe? Chris Dunn.
Keep going.
I'm going to say yes to Chris Dunn. I will drop him for Day'Ron. Musa Diabate.
Keep going.
I'm going to say yes. Russell Westbrook. I'm going to say no.
Your team is trash, bro. I'm just kidding.
This is the bottom of the barrel.
Christian Brown. Just busting balls.
No, it is trash. It is trash. It has.
You have Christian Brown on this team?
Christian Brown, and then Keyshawn George would be the other candidate. I don't think I'd cut Keyshawn or Brown, but I would definitely cut Chris Dunn, and I think Diabate to get Day'Ron Sharpe.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I would absolutely cut one of these guys. I wouldn't cut Russ. I'd rather have Russ than Dunn or Diabate. So Russ is good. He's not on this bubble. I'm just not with Mark Williams back. And I know that Nurkic is now behind Diabate on the depth chart. Chris Dunn actually, he's a steal freak. 4 or 5 assists, maybe a 3.5 per game. I'd cut Diabate and pick up Day'Ron Sharpe, Doc. I'd rather have Day'Ron Sharpe's bench production than Diabate's bench production.
Now, Rick, here's where I think you don't want to do anything crazy. Steve Sloan in the chat says, I'm dropping Donovan Clingan to pick up Day'Ron. Now, I'm not doing that personally. I want Clingan. I want Clingan because Day'Ron Sharpe could easily. You know what? Rick, your thing is if a guy who's not supposed to go off goes off, he's going to come back to earth the next game. So I think Day'Ron probably is going to come back to earth the next game.
Perfect.
Then again, Klingon's not playing enough minutes. And he hasn't had a pop game forever. So I don't know. That one's tough. I think I would hang on to Klingon, but what would you do?
I'm not dropping Donovan Klingon for Day'Ron Sharpe. If Nick Claxton, God forbid, I'm not trying to put an injury on Nick, but if Nick, something went wrong and he was out for the year, okay, I would cut Klingon for Day'Ron Sharpe. But Claxton's going to return. Guys, you need to understand the Brooklyn Nets are not tanking, nor are they going to. They're going for it. They want to be a play-in tournament team. All of these guys are going to play. If D'Angelo Russell gets healthy, he's going to play. Cam Johnson's going to play. Nick Claxton's going to play. They're not shutting these guys down. There will be no silly season for Brooklyn, okay, with Keon Johnson, and we thought, we were wrong, okay? It ain't going to happen. When D'Lo comes back, then you'll send Killian Hayes back to the waiver wire, but enjoy it while it lasts. All right, give me 3 drops after the games that we saw here tonight, Doc. 3 drops.
Terry Rozier, DNP CD.
Bye-bye.
DNP old. We've been off of Rozier for a while. I'm literally have never been a Terry Rozier guy throughout my fantasy career. Didn't even play tonight. He's not doing anything when he plays except wrecking field goal percentage for fantasy managers. Rozier, Jaime Jaquez, because of the hard charging Highsmith.
Because Spoelstra hates him now.
Because Spoelstra hates him. And then Quentin Grimes has been very quiet lately. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that Paul George doesn't look like a walking corpse anymore. Paul George is actually showing signs of life. He's playing basketball. He had 25, 8, and 7 tonight, I think. Paul George did. And that's just kind of left Quentin Grimes between Kelly Oubre and Paul George. Quentin Grimes has kind of gotten squeezed now that Paul George is playing again. So those are my 3.
Facts. I like all of it. I want to address the Miami thing for a minute. I had Jaquez and Rozier written down as well. Jaquez played 8 minutes tonight. Again, I don't, did he wink at Spo's wife? I don't know. Like, what happened here? Okay. Spo went with a 7-man rotation tonight, Doc. He played Duncan Robinson a lot of minutes off the bench. Duncan went 24 points, 5 and 6 with 6 threes. He had a great game. Highsmith went 14, 7 and 5, 1 block, 1 steal, 4 threes. He went with a 7-man rotation. Kyle Anderson played a lot, had a pretty good game in the previous game, and then did nothing tonight. He played like 4 minutes. Okay, so Spoelstra's rotation is not, it's like the cement on the sidewalk that's like mud. Like, don't step in it, otherwise you'll ruin the cement. It's not firmed up yet. So I'm kind of out on all of it. I don't trust any of it. All right, drops here. Chris Boucher, your boy. He had the big game in the previous game. He had 0 points in 19 minutes. Look, I'm probably 5 years late with this, but he just had a big game and might have been picked up. I saw him near the top of some of the Yahoo ad lists, so I wanted to bring that up. Ben Mathurin, let's get to some real stuff here. Ben Mathurin, bye, okay? Send him to waivers. He's not helping your team, guys. 10 points in 24 minutes. He's been dreadful in the last 3 games. He did not make a 3-ball tonight. He's a waiver wire guy right now, playing in the mid-20s or low 20s in minutes off that Indy bench, and they're super deep. Bub Carrington, Doc, bye. Bub, if you're starting and playing 30-plus minutes, you're in. If you're coming off the bench, you're out. His line tonight, Doc, I didn't even write it down. But Chris Middleton finished the game for Washington tonight. Marcus Smart finished the game tonight. And Marcus Smart actually ruined the game for the Wizards. He hit a 3-ball that made it a 4-point game with a little bit over a minute to go. And because a foul wasn't called in the play, he freaked out and spazzed out on the ultra sensitive Tyler Ford, who teed him up. And so that's a free throw and the ball for Portland. And your game is over. Okay. But the point is, Middleton and Smart, as we feared, have come in and completely screwed up the Bub Carrington thing. Send him to waivers. And guys, my patience is up with Clint Capella. If you guys want to send Clint Capella to waivers, I'm not going to stand in your way. And Doc, I've always been a Clint Capella guy until now. Okay. 8 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, nothing else in 16 minutes. 16 minutes. That's how Quinn Snyder is doing Clint Capella these days. Give me your top 3 fallers here after.
I want to know what Benny. I want to know what Benny Matherin did to Rick Carlisle, dude.
It's Aaron Nesmith. He didn't do anything to Carlisle. It's Aaron Nesmith. Aaron Nesmith has ruined Ben Matherin.
But why is Nembhard playing all these minutes and doing 7 points and 3 assists and nothing else? Like I don't understand.
Carlisle loves Nembhard. It's like a weird thing. It's remember when Jason Kidd loved Dwight Powell and started him all those games? You're like, bro, why are you starting Dwight Powell? Dwight Powell, he sucks. You know what I mean? Coaches just get in on guys, dude. I don't know.
It's annoying. What do you want from me? 3 fallers?
I want 3 fallers, bro. I don't think it's too much to ask. It's a bit that we do every single night. Do you have 3 fallers?
What if I only have 2 fallers?
Well, that's good because I have several. Okay. So I'll make it up for you.
I'm just going to throw it out. Denny Avdiy got hurt tonight. It's calf. I don't like anything about it. His counting stats were fine, but he's been in a pretty nasty shooting slump. Now he's injured. And Shaden Sharp is coming on. So I don't know that Denny is a drop, but he's falling a little bit. And then Bismack Biyombo, who we got all fired up about, is the only center worth a damn in San Antonio right now. And that San Antonio box score, just wad it up and throw it in the trash. I would drop Bismack Biyombo for Zach Collins, Rashawn Holmes, or Day'Ron Sharp right now.
I like it, dude. I do. I'm going to put Osar Thompson on the faller list. He suffered, they said it's cramps. I just need some more hours to pass here. Okay. I don't want any bad news to come here for Osar. I love Osar Thompson. Okay. He was a massive difference maker in this game tonight. He put a blanket on several Celtics as Detroit beat Boston, the little team that could here, Detroit. I mean, 8 wins in a row. Osar tonight, Doc, 7 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 5 steals. Okay. I just, he's still in a minutes restriction because of the blood clotting thing. And so like, there's a little bit of a cap on his upside here, but I fear that it's more than just a calf cramp. So I'll just say that and leave it at that. And I hope I'm completely wrong about all that. Kristaps Porzingis, Doc, is on the faller list since the All-Star break in 3 games. He has gone 17, 15, 11 with 13 total rebounds. He's been butt since the All-Star game. Pascal Siakam is a faller.
Al Horford played tonight.
Pascal Siakam. I had thought about the point prop over for Siakam against his former team, the Raptors, but the number was 21.5. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm out. I'm not doing that. It's a good thing I didn't. He had 16 tonight. Last 4 games, all since the All-Star break. Pascal left his game in Cabo. He was at the All-Star game and then probably went to Cabo. 15, 19, 12, and 16. That's not Pascal. Quentin Grimes, you talked about him. He's a faller. He's been dreadful in his last 2 games. Donovan Clingan is a faller for me, although not a waiver wire guy yet. Tonight he went 4 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, no blocks, 1 steal in a paltry and highly annoying 18 minutes. Chauncey Billups, again, the love is there, bro. What the F with Clingan, though, man? Play this man. Doc, he did not play Duop Reith tonight. He did not play Robert Williams tonight, okay? So this Chris Murray and Jabari Walker and really? Those guys are playing over Donovan Clingan? Have you gone mad, man? Come on. And Matas Buzelis, here we go. Doc, I'm over it. I'm over it. Billy Donovan is pump faking us, bro. He played Buzelis 36 minutes, okay? He got us excited. And then tonight he played Buzelis 26 minutes. He had 5 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Ugh. He had no blocks, no steals, and 1 3. Bye. I'm out on Buzelis, Doc. It's a Bol thing. Because Coach Bud ruined me on Bol, like bringing him off the bench, playing him 7 and 10 minutes, and I cut him in a couple leagues. I've since gotten him back. But I'm out on Buzelis, dude. He's a drop / faller for me. Guys, download the Sports Ethos app. It's completely free. Okay, go to your favorite app store, download it now. We got player blurbs on NBA, MLB, NFL. It's completely awesome. We have the best content in the fantasy business right now, the best people. Okay, we prove it every day. So hop on board with us. Go to the Sports Ethos app. You don't need to go anywhere else. It's all there. It's condensed. Boom, 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 boom. With your thumb, scroll through for like 3 minutes, and you'll know everybody that's in and out, and you'll be ready to set your lineups. Okay, it's super convenient for you. There you go. All right, let's get into some risers, Doc. Who you got? Why?
I've got Duncan Robinson and Haywood Highsmith in Miami. Nikola Jovic is out. Spo apparently hates Jaime Jaquez. So it's Duncan Robinson and Highsmith time. So I think they are rising. Mobo, what did he do? Where's his line? Let's pull that up. Mobo in Toronto had off the bench 22 minutes, 7 of 11, 16.6 boards, 2 steals, and a block. We know the guy can play. We know the potential's there. We've been talking about him at Sports Ethos all year. He's never really put it all together. I don't know that he's putting it all together right now, but this is at least sit up and take notice game for Jonathan Mobo. Shaden Sharp, I think, is coming on this Denny Avdia thing. We talked about that. Al Horford, my guy. My man came back and ruined Kristaps Porzingis tonight. I was fired up. I need Al Horford to play. So what I was going to look at real quick is Boston's schedule. And I wonder how many back-to-backs they have coming, because that's really the thing that stops my guy Al Horford from doing anything. So they play Friday, Sunday. They got a Wednesday, Thursday back-to-back next week. And then they got a Friday, Saturday, March 14th and 15th. Sunday, Monday, March 23rd and 24th. So more DMPs are coming. They've got 3 back-to-backs in the next 2 weeks. But if Horford's playing, he's fine. If he's playing, he's going to hurt Porzingis. My mouth is so dry. And those are, the other one who did not play tonight.
Why don't you have
Dante
a quick sip of that golden beverage over there? Have a quick sip of that golden beverage.
I don't have golden beverage. I just have water. But Dante DiVincenzo could play on Thursday night. And if it happens and he's healthy and he looks good, you might want to get in on Dante DiVincenzo early, because Minnesota needs him to play well if they're going to, fight their way into this playoff thing and stay there. So I think DiVincenzo could be a very sneaky pickup off the waiver wire tonight before he plays on Thursday night and goes off. And it could take him a week to get going, but I'm really feeling the DiVincenzo pickup right now.
What's his roster percentage? I don't really I don't think Dante is going to be on a lot of waiver wires, man. He's probably put in the INJ spot. What's Dante out here? 59%. I thought it was higher than that. All right. He's available in 41% of leagues. I stand corrected.
59 is pretty high, though. That's pretty high.
I thought it was higher. I thought it'd be about 75.
Well, and I forget, I'm used to the old school days before we had this IL plus stuff. And that was like 4 IL spots. in leagues, and it didn't used to be that way. There were like 2 at the most. So you had to back then you had to actually make some decisions. But now it's not as hard.
I'm in a couple leagues where, like the Sports Ethos League, I think we have like 2 or 3 INJs, and we don't have the IL Plus, and so it's a little bit more difficult, but that's cool. All right, risers for me, Doc. I want to shout out Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris has been killing it for Detroit. Over the last 2 weeks, his value has been 59th in Yahoo 9-cat leagues. And I can't remember if I did these numbers after the game or during the game. I think it was during the game. So it didn't include his good game tonight against Boston. Last couple of weeks, he's gone 18-5-2, 1.3 steals, 1.3 threes. I just wanted to shout him out. Like, he's not actionable for you. He's on your roster, and you start him, and you get the goodies from him. I just wanted to shout him out. He's a riser. He's playing very, very well right now. Like, did you know that Tobias Harris was top 60 in value over the last 2 weeks, right? That's kind of the point there.
I always kind of keep my eye on him because I'm a Tobias Harris hater. Like, I am not drafting this guy. I don't want anything to do with him. He's not going to do anything in Detroit. And he really wasn't very good for for the middle of the season. But I've noticed he's been balling out lately. And every time he has a good game, I'm kind of like, ouch. Hurts.
Well, at least he's not in the way of Osar Thompson anymore. They're starting them together because once upon a time, Tobias were like, get him out of the way for Osar Thompson. We don't have to worry about that anymore. Jakob Poeltl, Doc, is a riser because he's back. He had 10 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists in 24 minutes tonight. Very soon he will get back to starters minutes, and he'll be flirting with the double-doubles with the blocks that he usually puts out there because Toronto is not shutting their guys down. Tyrese Halliburton is a riser, Doc. He's been really good in 4 games since the All-Star break, but check out the last 3. Tonight, he went 33, 3 and 11, 2 blocks, 3 steals. I didn't even write down the threes. Game before, 19 points, 15 assists, 3 steals. Game before, 29 points, 12 assists, 3 steals. He is playing his best ball of the year right now. I don't know what happened over the All-Star break. Might have met a new girl who's got him inspired and all excited and all that kind of stuff. I have no friggin' idea, but he's got the new car smell right now. Tyrese Halliburton. Let me give you some numbers here on Paul George, Doc. Okay, Paul George is a big-time riser tonight against New York. And basically, he was the reason why New York didn't cover the spread. Well, Cat not playing 2 didn't help. But Paul George went 25, 8, and 7, old school Paul George. 3 steals, 4 threes. What a game. That's a Paul George game. Over the last 2 weeks, over the last week, okay, and not including that game, over the last week, he went 17, 4, and 2 PRA with 1 block, 2 steals, and 2 threes. So Paul George is finding a way to play through this finger injury. Joel Embiid being out means that Paul George can get back safely into the 20s most nights. So if you've hung in there with Paul George, be happy that you did so because the goodies are there right now. And I got one more guy. I know we're supposed to do 3, but I got maybe several here. Cam Johnson, Doc. And the reason I have Cam Johnson here is because once upon a time I was kind of like, I don't like Cam. I mean, it's not like I don't like him, but like I don't like his situation. I think Brooklyn's going to tank, blah, 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 blah. That was maybe a month, 6 weeks ago. I'm obviously over that. I don't think teams are going to tank this year. I think they're going to do like different little machinations to find some rest and to take a little clip off the top and gain some losses. But I don't see the massive shutdowns that we've seen in the past years. I just don't. But Brooklyn is going for it, trying to make the play-in tournament. So Cam Johnson, to me, Doc, as long as he's healthy, is going to be really good down the stretch here. He was 19 points, 7 assists, 1 steal, 4 threes tonight. And he's going to be a goodie guy the rest of the way if he's healthy. So to me, that makes him a riser.
Yeah, you've come a long way with Cam. You were not a Cam fan. And I am a Paul George. I've got him on my main team that I play, my rock and roll basketball league that I play in, and it's been a miserable season. But George has played well for a week. But you know what? I don't feel like it's going to last. I feel like, he's getting everybody excited right now. I mean, to me, this is the ultimate sell high moment on Paul George because
great point.
He's just as injury prone as Joel Embiid. The Sixers are terrible. And I know you don't think teams are going to tank, but I mean, it would not shock me if they come out at some point and be like, Paul George and Joel Embiid are not playing anymore this year. So this is the ultimate sell high moment on Paul George.
I'm glad you brought that up. Let me ask you a question because I talked about Porzingis and his numbers have been really crappy since the break. Is he a buy low guy for you? Is Kristaps Porzingis a buy low guy for you right now?
He's sort of like, well, he's not. He's way better than Al Horford, but he's the Celtics are in cruise control, dude. Like it's gonna be Horford one night, Porzingis the next, and then occasionally they'll play in the same game together. But I just don't trust him to play a lot down the end of the season because he doesn't need to. They need him healthy for the playoffs. So I'm gonna say no. The numbers say he is, yes, but I don't trust him to play enough.
All right. I completely agree with everything you said right there. I would not be trading for Porzingis right now. Pascal Siakam, is he a buy low guy right now?
I would say yes. Because Siakam, we know what he does, and he's in a slump. Like he's not playing well right now. But that doesn't mean he's not going to play well tomorrow. So I would say yes, he is a buy low.
All right, I'm glad I asked. I agree on both of those. Let's get into some rotational stuff here. Andre Lemouche helps us out with this a lot, some injuries and that kind of thing. So let's just get into some of this. I'll read these off. Unless do you want to read these off, Doc? You did such a great job in the previous show. Do you want to read these off and I'll react to it, or how do you want to do this?
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, we're not doing the studs and duds yet, right? All right.
So we'll do this and then we'll do the studs and duds.
Jordy Fernandez says Cam Thomas is day to day, but we don't know exactly when he's going to return. It's going to be soon, and it can't be soon enough as a Cam Thomas guy. I have him in every freaking league. Come on, Cam. Come on.
That's a buy low. Dude, that's a buy low right there.
Yeah.
And right now is the perfect time. Dude, I got to offer, I tell you what, Ani Sridhar of Fantasy Sports Radio has Cam Thomas in the Cam Dynasty. I might need to make a little Cam Thomas offering. I might need to trade for that.
Yeah, you might need to.
I'm a Cam Thomas guy.
D'Angelo Russell and Noah Clowney are expected to return next week. I know you're all holding your breath for that. That's actually news I do not care about. Jaylen Brown missed tonight's game with a thigh bruise.
Lame.
I tell you what, the Celtics are the opposite of tanking. They're rolling along. They don't care about the regular season at this point. They're not going to catch Cleveland probably. They just want to be healthy going into the playoffs. So I expect one Celtics stud to sit out almost every game the rest of the way.
I agree.
I think
just like last year. They did the same thing after the All-Star break last year.
Scotty Barnes was out for the Raptors with a left hip contusion. That's a little bit concerning. Although a contusion is a bruise, he should be able to play through a bruise. So hopefully that's nothing much to do about nothing. Karl Anthony Towns, the left knee, patellar tendinopathy. He was out tonight. And some dude I've literally never heard of started at center for the Knicks. Do you know who that is, Rick?
Porty.
Huh?
Hook Porty.
Yes, that dude.
That's his name. Hook Porty. I think, Andre, is that how you say it? Anyway,
Tari
go ahead. Sorry.
Tari Eason sat out as we expected. He does not play in back-to-backs. This was a back-to-back. He was out. Alex Sarr was out, which allowed Richaun Holmes to play well. Vucevic was out, which allowed our guy Zach Collins to go off. That's right calf tightness. The Bulls are terrible. They can't win games right now. That is a red flag on Vooch. Vooch was already like not playing that great the last 2 months. Now he's got a calf injury, and Zach Collins goes out there and be like, watch this. I'm going to ball out. None of that is good news for Vooch. None of that is good for Vooch.
Did Collins say, hold my beer to Vucevic?
He did. He did. Oh, you're going to take the night off? Okay. Watch this. Jakob Poeltl, as you said, started. He's a walking double-double when he gets minutes. He was on a minutes restriction as he ramps up. But Jakob Poeltl is a good guy to get right now. The quad injury for Denny Avdia, I'm worried about it. I don't like it. As you said, calf cramp for Oscar Thompson. Rick, I know you saw Oscar Thompson go down. You sent me a text, and I'm not going to say what you said in that text, but it was not anything like cramping. You thought he might be seriously hurt. I don't think the Oscar thing passed your eye test, and I think you and I both want to wait and see what they say tomorrow, right?
So when I texted you, I did not know the intel that Andre has given us. You do have a golden beverage. I did not know the intel that Andre gave
I ran out of water.
That it was just a right calf cramp. I didn't know that. And I'm telling you, I saw this live, and guys, it's non-contact. It's a guy making a move. He goes down in a heap. He immediately grabs the back of his lower leg. I mean, hello. These are all telltale signs of exactly what we don't want to happen to these ball players, okay? So I'm very, calmed and reassured that it's a right calf cramp for Oscar and had not even been ruled out, but it was a blowout. Detroit was up 20 points late in the fourth when this happened to him, so he did not need to come back in and play. So I'm just going to stay on a positive tip on this, but if tomorrow I see on Sports Ethos app or wherever else that they're running tests on Oscar Thompson, that's going to be the moment. But hopefully we don't get that intel. Sohan, by the way, took a hit to the head and for precautionary reasons out for the remainder of the game. Hopefully he doesn't land in the concussion protocol here, Doc. But let's get into studs and duds of the night. And this is where Andre Lamouche really comes into play, Doc, because he stacks these, okay? And I guess we could push back and say, what? And I guess, number 3, Chet Holmgren, 22, 17, and 4, 2 steals, 3 blocks, 2 threes. Hello, Chet. Hi. We missed you. Day'Ron Sharpe is number 2. The goodie line that we gave you, 25, 15, and 5 with all the goodies. Tyrese Halliburton, 33 and 11, 3 steals, 2 blocks, 7 trays. But where is my guy Walker Kessler? How is Walker Kessler not one of the top 3 studs of the night? My boy Walker Kessler, the most important player in Rick Kamla's fantasy universe. 25 points, 14 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, 10 of 10 from the field. He did not miss a shot. 10 of 10. Okay? And he was questionable in illness, but he battled through it and played warrior style, Doc, when Collins is out and Markkanen's out and Sexton is out and Kessler is like, dude, play me, man. I love this game, yo. Where's my boy?
I'm glad we got you off of Filipowski last night, because I was like, bro, Walker's gonna play, and you're like, he is? What? And it turned out that could have made your season right there. That probably has huge implications, I'm guessing.
It
does.
I
want to talk about Day'Ron for.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you got it.
I just wanted to say that Day'Ron Sharpe carried the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets were beating the Thunder tonight. The Thunder, who can't be stopped. And nobody can slow that team down. They were favored by a ton of points. They only ended up winning by 8, I think. And they had to pull off a hell of a late comeback to do it. And it was all because of Day'Ron Sharpe. So Day'Ron Sharpe is going to be riding high after this one. I kind of think he's a good pickup. I kind of think he's a good pickup right now. Yeah. And you talked about Tyrese. Tyrese is feeling it right now.
Walker Kessler, yo. Shout out to Jalen Brunson, by the way, all the late buckets against Philly. He basically rescued a loss to it. I mean, think about this, Doc. New York lost the previous 2 games to Boston and Cleveland by 50 points, and they were going to lose a 3rd consecutive game at home to Philly without Joel Embiid. And I know they didn't have Cap, but that's still a game you can't lose. And Jalen Brunson was like, not tonight, not on my watch. And Mikal Bridges got the over on the point prop that we put out for you with 28 big points. All right, let's get into Andre's submissions here for the waiver wire performance of the night. Ooh, Davion Mitchell with a bullet. Number 3, 20 points, 6 dimes, 2 steals, 5 threes. The shooting was immaculate. He's 4% rostered, and I don't care about Davion Mitchell on the waiver wire. I'm leaving him there. But you know what, Doc? He got me another win in a prop bet tonight. Ricky Props sucked on Tuesday, and he rocked on Wednesday because Ricky Props gave you Mikal Bridges over, and he gave you Trae Young under, okay? Remember this. When Trae Young plays Miami, go under. Dude, I went back-to-back games because they played a little home and home or whatever. Both games I went under on Trae Young, hit on both because off night plays for Miami. And he created an off night for Trae Young. Zach Collins, number 2 here. We've talked a lot about him tonight. 21, 17, and 6, 2 steals, 2 threes, 5% rostered. That number is going to skyrocket overnight and tomorrow. And then, I mean, we can't stop talking about Day'Ron Sharpe. Okay. We just can't. Number 1 waiver wire line. One of the best waiver wire lines all season, 25, 15, and 5. Goodies. Honorable mention here. Malik Beasley, who I thought he was higher rostered, 41% rostered. I'm like, how? And then, and we'll get to the disappointments in a minute, but I'll just kind of like Drew Holiday's 80% rostered. But Malik Beasley is 41% rostered.
That's disgusting.
What is wrong with you people? Come on, get with it. For the love of God, like wake up. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, come on. That's not even close. Malik Beasley is 2nd in threes made in the NBA. And he's 41% rostered? Dude,
what is wrong?
Andre needs to pipe our show into NBC, okay? Because if we could get on a major network like that, freaking Malik Beasley would not be 41% rostered, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's a shame. It really is.
Dude, Mike Conley and Chris Middleton might be more rostered than Malik Beasley.
Give me those 2 guys again. You said Middleton
and
he's
Mike
66. Conley. Middleton is 66% rostered, which is
so he's
gross.
Owned in more leagues than Malik Beasley.
Correct. Mike Conley, Doc, the people are hip to the Mike Conley, he's really old now thing. He's 39% rostered.
And what is Beasley? 41?
Yeah.
Let me get close, dude.
It is.
That is close.
Okay, let me get you with this. What percentage is Tyus Jones rostered in Yahoo leagues? Tyus Jones of Phoenix.
17%.
Dude, 62%. Tyus Jones. Wow. Let me give you his numbers here, guys. They're microscopic. Cut him. Okay. Over the last month, 7.6 points, 4.8 assists, 0.7 steals, 1.7 threes. Cut him. What else do we need to say? All right, let's get to the duds of the night, Doc. Number 3, Drew Holiday. I am so glad. You know what? I should have streamed him, though. I freaking streamed Isaiah Joe tonight in the Cam Dynasty. Did you see what Isaiah Joe did tonight at Brooklyn, Doc? Did you see?
I did not. He
didn't score a point, bro. Did not make a shot.
Oh.
I thought that OKC would get up on Brooklyn, the bench guys would play more, and Isaiah Joe would have one of those 13.4 3-ball games, right? I was wrong. Drew Holiday sucked, though. 31 minutes, did nothing. 4, 2, and 6 with blanks. Jabari Smith was next, and he got the start tonight because Eason was out. 9 and 10 with an assist, 26% shooting. He was terrible. And Jordan Clarkson was 1 of 14 tonight, Doc. 1 of 14. Your boy is checked out. Jordan Clarkson's a good player. He will 1 of 14.
He'll be back. Though. He'll bounce back. He'll be all right.
He's like, yo, I'm out here with Bryce Sensabaugh. Like, you got me out here with Bryce Sensabaugh, and who the hell else started for Utah tonight? I know they had a bit of a ramshackle group. Yeah, he's like, yo, I'm out here with Isaiah Collier and KJ Martin. Like, you couldn't trade me to a contender. I've got to finish out the season here on a 14 and 44 team.
Did my boy Bryce Sensabaugh do anything?
He had 13 tonight, and I did stream him in the Cam Dynasty, but I was hoping for a little bit more.
Right.
I was hoping for a little bit more.
Oh, shout out to Shaden Sharp. We forgot to mention him in the honorable mentions. Shaden Sharp had a big game. Pick him up. I'm worried about Denny.
Andre said, a quick update here. Rick Kamla questionable for tomorrow. Concussion protocol from hitting myself upside the head. Literally, cut Drew Holiday. What is wrong with you people? Please. Hey, if you're enjoying the show, make sure to subscribe to the Sports Ethos YouTube channel. Some of our live shows will be available only there or on the Fantasy NBA Today podcast feed. Come hang with us or tune in for the podcast daily. Doc and I will be back around midnight on Thursday night with the recap of Thursday night's games. Also, download the app. We continue to tell you about that. The Sports Ethos app. It's free and it's absolutely amazing. Go to sportsethos.com. Check out all of our content, including our MLB draft guide. It is fantasy baseball draft season right now. Me and Doc are in it. I've got like 10 teams already or something like that. And I'm writing articles for our MLB draft guide. I'm gonna send one over to Andre. It's about closers and how to tier them and stack them and find the right closers for your team. So we got you, man. We're the best content in the fantasy business. And Doc, we are out. Unless you have any last little comments here.
No, man, we're going to stay on and answer a few questions after we're done, right?
We are. We're going to go backstage. And so let's drop the curtain here for just a second for Andre Lemouche, for Steve Alexander.
I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of Dayron Sharp questions coming our way, bro.
There are. I hope people start chiming in on the Kamla Doc Luka Doncic thing too. I hope people start because they're going to be teaming up against me because y'all are Luka lovers, just head over heels in love with this guy, your boy Doey Doncic. But yeah, we got a lot of questions coming up here, so you may be like, "Ooh, questions! Get them in, put them in." Andre will give them to us, and we will answer them right here live on the air with you all, late night style, because we were born to deliver the late night fantasy goodies. For Doc, for Andre, I am Cam. Thank you so much for watching the Fantasy NBA Today Ethos After Dark. This episode's been brought to you by Bet Online. And now we are backstage, Doc. And it is, boy, what do we got here? Wait. I see spam. Oh my God. That's an eye chart, bro. Can you help me out with who that is? Can you
hold on, Rick? Look what I happen to have handy.
Lisa Pam SWHB. It's like Pam. It's like somebody just went on the keyboard and just put letters out there. I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't know what that is.
It's like Step Brothers when they're at the job interview with Miss Pam. Is it Pam? No, my name is Pam. Did you say Pam? That's what that dude's name is like movie, right there.
How about when they're in the job interview with Seth Rogen and he farts?
Yeah, I can taste it. Yeah, that's mustard.
That's so funny. Oh my God, that movie.
First, I thought you guys were being cool because you're wearing tuxedos. But now I just realized y'all are really effed up.
Really kind of Kind of weird.
All right.
All right.
How are you ranking these
Yeah.
dudes?
Let's keep it moving here. Waiver wire pick tonight: Sharp, Drummond, Aldama, Bull. Please rate. Bull to me is
Number
one.
one.
I'm going Santi too. I like Santi Aldama.
I'm
right
leaning
now.
Santi. If Denny Avdia didn't get hurt tonight, I would definitely be going Santi.
Whoa. Is this Dayron Sharp or Shaden Sharp?
Oh, it's Dayron. My bad. I got my sharps messed up.
Do we know that? Lilla Spam, HWB, whatever's going on here. What is it, Shaden or Dayron?
Well, let's just do both of them. Let's do both of them.
Done. Good call.
Yeah.
So I'd put Bull. I'd put Bull. Go ahead, dude.
Oh, you were going. I got Bobo 1. I think I've got Aldama 2, but Shaden Sharp is close because of Denny's injury. I need to know more about Denny's injury. Then after that, I got Dayron Sharp. And then after that, I got Andre Drummond, because Drummond's going to play and he's going to do some stuff, but he does not have pop anymore. Like, he's an old man. He's just out there trying to hold it down until his boys get back. So he's a nice fill-in for me on 30 deep, but I don't want him on a 12-team league.
I'm close, but a little different. I go Bull 1. I go Shaden Sharp 2. Then I go Aldama. Then I'll go Dayron. Then I'll go Dayron. Then I'll go Drummond. All right. Thank you for that question. We appreciate you. Damian Santiago says, guys, what the F did Dayron just do? Double plus 280, by the way. Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, we did talk about him
on 28.
We did talk about him on the preview show, Doc, and we did foretell a double with Nick Claxton out. I did not see 25, 15, and 5 with like the Kevin Garnett line
against the Thunder, dude. Like one of the best defenses in the league.
Yep, and Chet played. Great point, dude. So Cats in Oakland, aka our homie Yuri. It's a beautiful thing to have already rostered Dayron in half your leagues. Andre knows, and I know. Ooh, Yuri in here talking trash. All right, Yuri, you had your flag in that mountaintop a while back. Good for you. Celebrate. Cheers, Yuri. I mean, this is a night to celebrate. Dayron went off. Matt Carmody says, I was just offered Jalen Williams and Bain for my Jalen Green and RJ Barrett Yahoo Points League. Which side do you like, Doc?
You know, I'm a Jalen guy. I know Rick's not so much. Jalen Green.
I just like to give you crap. This is
Jalen Green has kind of been balling.
He has super balling.
I'd have to look at the schedule for the rest of the year and see, does Memphis have a bunch of like 3-game weeks or something? Like,
don't know, don't care. This is a no-brainer for me. I'm doing this trade.
It's close for me, but I'm sticking with Jalen Green and Barrett.
What? Andre, you got to come in and split the tie here. I am absolutely getting.
You're going Jalen Williams and Bain?
Oh yeah, all day.
You love Bain
all day. I do love Bain and Jalen Williams, Doc. I only give you crap because you said he's better than Scottie Pippen. And I was like, hell nah. And so that triggered like a little bit. I love Jalen Williams. I think he's an absolute beast. He's 25-5-ish every single night. Jalen Green has been balling, but in RJ Barrett's a really good PRA guy. He's a good points league guy. Look, it's two good duos. I'd rather have Jalen Williams and Bain. Andre, if you want to chime in on that so we can break the tie, that'd be cool.
I need to see this. I need to see the schedules. That's a good. Honestly, that's a fair trade, I think. Like you see a lot of trades where the offer is just kind of bogus. That one is pretty fair, but I'm not really sure who wins.
Totally agree. Doc, if I've gotten 200 trade offers, okay, listen to me. If I've gotten 200 trade offers I'll throw them all out: a hockey league, a football league, a baseball league, a basketball league. If I've gotten 200 offers in Yahoo leagues, and these aren't all Yahoo public leagues, okay? I'm in a ton of dynasty leagues, I'm in redraft leagues, I'm in cash leagues, and I'm in some public leagues, okay? And I'm in some custom leagues. There's like 5 different leagues, and I'm in a bunch of all of them, okay? What was I going to say? I completely lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. It's late, but Andre is saying here, overall, Jalen and Bain would be my side too, but a bit depends on the scoring system. It's a Yahoo Points League. And so to me, I don't overthink a Yahoo Points League, Doc, and I don't like Yahoo Points Leagues. I play in Yahoo category leagues. Actually, I am in 2 Yahoo Points Leagues. I'm in 2, I call them candy. They're like Halloween candy for me. Yahoo public leagues for basketball. You know what I'm saying? 10-team leagues, right? I'm in 2 Yahoo public leagues. I am 31-1. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying I'm 31-1. It's candy for me. It's a 10-team league. Come on. If I can't crank in a 10-team league, y'all need to get somebody else up in here.
Now, Steve is the dude that said I'm dropping Klingon to get Day, and he's defending himself because Klingon didn't do anything for a week with no Ayton and no Robert Williams. So, I mean, I feel Steve's pain, man, because Klingon, as much as I'd like to think Klingon is a good fantasy player, he kind of sucks. Because
dude, it's not his fault. It's Chauncey's fault. He does not suck.
Not his fault. It's not his fault. I mean, whether he sucks or not, whether whose fault it is, he kind of sucks. Right.
The production sucks, but he doesn't suck. His deployment sucks. It's like
having him on your team sucks.
There you go. It's like Bol Bol. Bol Bol does not suck. The fact that NBA coaches seem to hate him, that's what sucks. It sucks that Eric Spoelstra hates Jaime Jaquez now. That sucks. All right, Steve Sloan. He says, I gave Klingon a week without Ayton and Time Lord, and he did nothing. So what's the point here? Did he drop him for
he's the one who said he was dropping Klingon to pick up Dayron earlier in the show. Remember when I read that?
Oh, yeah. I would not do that, but I mean, it's not gross. It's not like you're dropping Malik Beasley to pick up Drew Holiday. Dude, can I just super quick, dude. I'm growing concerned about Boston. I'm serious here, dude. Okay. Doc, Drew Holiday is looking kind of washed, bro. Am I wrong?
No.
Dude, Drew Holiday, they got to have Drew Holiday doing like Davion Mitchell stuff, right? Like, who cares about scoring? You're just bird dogging, great offensive players. Can he even do that anymore?
I don't know.
He couldn't take a bite out of Cade Cunningham tonight. Detroit smoked Boston tonight.
Yep.
I'm getting kind of worried here. Not that I care. I'm not a Boston fan, but I'm just saying.
From the very beginning of this season, I said I had New York winning the East and Oklahoma City winning it all. So I didn't even have Boston in the finals. I'm not sold that they would have won last year had Denver not gotten punked in the playoffs when they shouldn't have lost. I'm not sure Boston was even the best team last year. So
good points, dude. Good points. They won, and so we got to give that to them. Don Sicario says, Matas Pizzella's time to drop ? Yes. Bye. If you're in a 14-team league, I guess no, but so where are you at with Buzelis? You cutting him?
It just hurts my heart. I mean, I want him to be good, and he was good the previous game. I'm going to have to do some soul searching at 3 a.m. when the waivers flip. I'll be sitting here at 6 o'clock in the morning still filing through my day-to-day with my leagues. If you need to cut Buzelis and there's somebody good you want to pick up, do it.
All right, dude, let's go rapid fire here. Alan Kabikting says, should I hold Gafford? What are you doing there, Doc?
If he's not hurting you and you've got him on the IL, hold him. If you need that spot for somebody else, let him go. I don't know when Gafford's coming back.
Agree with everything you just said. Joseph Kim, how would you order these guards? Scoot, Poj, Bilal, 12-team, 9-cat. And then he puts Ware, Santi, and Denny. I'll take the guards. You take the bigs, Doc. Boy, this is tough, man. I'd go Bilal Coulibaly first among those guards. I would go Pajemski second because he's starting, and then Scoot third. I will say this, they're all very close, but I go Bilal, Pajemski, and Scoot.
I go Bilal, Scoot, Pajemski. For forwards and centers, where's Santi and Denny? I'm putting Denny last because he's hurt, and I don't have a good feeling about it. I'm putting Ware first because I love the upside. It's all about the upside with Ware. It hasn't come to fruition yet, but it's there. So I'm going Ware, Santi, Denny.
I agree. Steve Sloan, props were great today. Thank you, Steve. Hopefully we gave you some more winners. Well, hold on. Steve and everybody, so this is our live show. Overnight, we will drop our preview for Thursday's show, and Ricky Props is in full effect. I got a bunch of props out there for Thursday night's game, so check that out. Matt Carmody says, Embiid was dropped in one of my leagues. Would you add him? Would Ricky Props add him? Would Ricky Props drop Scoot, Alvarado, Poj, Suggs, or John Collins? Damn, I'm getting lost in the sauce here. I could drop Scoot, Alvarado, Pajemski, Suggs, or John Collins, I guess, to go get Embiid. Why would you want to add Joel Embiid? Matt Carmody, I would rather have the guys that are currently on your roster.
I would drop Pajemski to get Embiid just in case. But I don't think Embiid's coming back. I think it's over.
He's done for the year, guys.
Ooh, are we worried about Monk from Joseph?
Hell yeah. Kim? I've been telling y'all. Dude, yes. I'm not worried about him because I was already worried about him, and now it just is what it is. I told y'all to sell high with Malik Monk when they traded for Zach LaVine, and it was just another guy in the way. Yeah.
The next time oh, go ahead.
No, I was just kind of rambling right there. What you got?
Yeah, Monk has not been good, and there are too many mouths to feed in Sacramento, not San Francisco. The next time we do this, I fully expect to see people address you as Ricky Props. You just said Ricky Props is in full effect. That is outstanding. That made my night.
Dude, I just love firing darts at Doc all night, man.
I love it though, dude. I love Ricky Props. Is so funny because I never heard it until this year. I'm sure you've been calling yourself that for years.
Yeah, in the betting space, obviously not a fantasy thing, but yeah, in the betting space, I've been Ricky Props for a little while. I've college football, pro football, NBA, not as much MLB, although maybe this year. I'm pretty good with strikeout props. That's kind of a specialty of mine, Doc. Over 5.5, over 4.5, over 6.5. I'm pretty good at the strikeout props and pitching stuff. That's like my specialty is starting pitchers. And lily padding from hopping from streamer to streamer. Kind of what I do over there in the baseball space. Not unlike what we do here, Doc. We do a lot of lily pad hopping on the waiver wire here in fantasy basketball as well. Apparently, we're out of questions, Doc, and so it's time to say bye-bye. What you got to say?
You mentioned my golden beverage that I have here. As any good cancer survivor who wasn't able to speak for 3 months after having throat surgery would do, I keep the water supply in the office cooler in our bedroom next door. And the only thing that's in my refrigerator is beer. So when I run out of water in this container, the only way I can continue to speak, well, sometimes I just have to get a beer. And it's just too bad. It's a shame.
What brand? What
It's
flavor
a
is
real
that?
shame. Of course, it's the Creature Comforts, the Tropicalia. The only thing I really do.
Okay, I've never heard of that beer, but it looks good. Is it an IPA? Is it a Pilsner? What are we talking about?
IPA. Well, yeah, Brewski and I have talked about this. I forgot you and I have not talked about it. This is out of Athens. You can only get it in Georgia. It's Creature Comforts is the brewery. The beer is Tropicalia. It's an IPA. In the movie, the last couple Avengers movies, the newest one, I think, Thor was drinking a Tropicalia because they filmed that movie in Georgia, and the two dudes, the brothers that made that movie, love Creature Comforts, and they put their beer into Avengers.
That's
so
cool.
When Soren and I were watching that movie in the theater, and Thor was drinking a Tropicalia, and Soren's like, "Dad, that's your beer! Oh my God!" He freaked out.
That is absolutely awesome, dude. All right, enjoy the rest of your golden beverage here. For Andre Lemouche, for Dr. A, I'm Cam. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. Again, overnight we'll be dropping the preview to Thursday night's action. You don't want to miss that. And then Thursday night we'll be back up live around midnight with the goodies from a 5-game Thursday night in the NBA. We're out. And this backstage Q&A with Cam and Doc was brought to you by Bet Online. Good night.